Great relationships are more like marathons, less like sprints. If you try to run too fast, too far, you will fizzle out. Today, I want to share with you the 4 secrets to successful relationships. Welcome to Motivational Mondays with your host, Red. I hope this uplifts, inspires, and transforms you to live better than best. Now, let's dive in. In Hebrews 12:1, it says, "Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that's set before us." Welcome back to the Better Than Best Academy. My name is Red Wallace, your host, and this is the home of Motivational Mondays. Here you can join a collective, a community of champions that want to learn and grow while building a better than best life. If that's something you're into, give us a like, a follow, subscribe to this channel, comment, interact so we can grow this community and really rally around each other as we strive and as we stride to be our best selves. Today, I want to share with you how great relationships are more like marathons and less like sprints. If you're watching this on the release, Happy Valentine's Day. And guys out there, this is your reminder. It's probably 6, 7 a.m. If you're watching this on the premiere. You've got a few hours to get your special someone a little something so they don't think that you forgot about them. So there's your chance. I'll wait here and let you go do that. Okay, cool? All right, great. Hopefully you went and got your special someone something. And if not, then at least write them a card in your spare time. But anyways, when it comes to your relationships, if you were in a hurry, if you were in a full speed sprint, you won't make it. You'll burn out. You'll fizzle out before you reach the finish line. Marriage or any other relationship out there is more of a journey and more of a marathon. It's far from a sprint or any short distance. I don't know about you, but when it comes to my relationships, I want to be in it for the long haul. Now, does anyone on here that's listening or watching, raise your hand, comment below if you love to run long distance? Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you do that now. Because I want to pray for you because I don't know about you, but running long distance is like the bane of my existence. I hate it. I would rather sprint full out for a few times, and that would be my cardio. I'm all about some HIIT cardio. I'm not big on endurance running. Not many people enjoy running long distance because it's hard. And so is our relationships, but when you're with the right person, it's worth it. See, when you're running with that right person, no matter how far you're running with them, it's worth the journey. The journey is enjoyable. It's worth doing, and it feels fulfilling, unlike when you're running alone. And just like running a marathon, you won't be prepared to run it overnight. No one can just put on their running shoes, their Asics or their Hokas or however you say that brand and go run 10 plus miles the first day they've ever ran. The same goes with marriage and our relationships. Our training is always learning our partners or our friends and ourselves. 4 secrets to running an amazing relationship, an amazing marathon. And number 1 is you got to wear the right clothes and shoes. See, Ephesians 6:14 and 15 says, "Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace." If we aren't dressed for success in our marriage and our relationships, we are destined to fail. See, if you don't have the right clothes on, if you don't have the right attitude on, if your heart's not in check, you're not going to go far in your relationships. I think of it when me and my wife first got married. We got married pretty quickly after knowing each other. So in our first year of marriage, we had a lot to learn. And there was some squabbles. I mean, there was some times that we had some heated disagreements, you could say. But with that, we learned each other. And now, granted, if there's not friction or tension within a relationship, then you're probably not seeing it grow to its full potential, because all great relationships have that time when that other person's going to get on your nerves a little bit, and that's okay, because the truth is, at the end of the day, love takes effort and love takes work. It's much more a choice than it is a feeling or an emotion. And when we realize that, that's going to truly take our relationships to the next level, because when we choose to put on the belt of truth, when we choose to put on the breastplate of righteousness and the gospel of peace, then we choose to put on these things. We choose to put on this love and put on this kindness and this willing to forgive and this willing to call out the better parts of our significant others in our relationships. And then the second thing is surround yourself with other great relationships or marriages. You see, we've only been married for almost 3 years now. And I can say I'm no expert, but I'm surrounded by experts. I'm surrounded by 30, 40-year plus anniversaries, long-standing marriages. And we've surrounded ourselves with that and with those kind of friendships to see that to go far, you've got to learn from those that have been before you. So surround yourself with great relationships and you will see what success looks like. It says in Hebrews 12:1, we must surround ourselves with such a great cloud of witnesses. Let us lay aside every weight and sin that so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. When I read that scripture, I think of it like this: because we're surrounded with great marriages and great relationships, we're able to run with endurance because we can see that the end goal is obtainable. It's not something that is so far off and far-fetched. Or then the third secret for a successful relationship is lay down any baggage that could come between you and your spouse. Or if you're not thinking of a marriage, lay down any baggage that comes between you and the relationships you want to build with your friends. Let us lay aside every weight and sin which easily ensnares us. A lot of times we bring in the emotional baggage of our past into our current relationships. But it's important to get healing from your past in order to build your marriage, in order to build your relationship. Because if you're taking in when people let you down so you can't trust your current spouse or your current friends, you can't let that happen. You must let go of your past and see that there is hope in your future. You must let go of that baggage in order to live your best life, in order to have your best relationships. And then the final point is find the pace that leads to longevity. Hebrews 12, it says, let us run with endurance. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. It takes endurance to have a great marriage, to have a great relationship. It takes a pacing yourself so you don't get burned out. That's something I'm learning in every area of my life. Sometimes the best thing you and your friends or your spouse or significant other can do is be in the same room doing a similar activity you both enjoy. For instance, a lot of the times me and my wife will be laying in bed with TikTok. And we'll just be enjoying each other's company while still be doing something else. And in other season, it looks like us having very deep, meaningful connections and conversations. Like you have to understand that there's an ebb and flow when it comes to your relationships. It's not always going to be like really deep, going to the next level in conversations. Sometimes it's just going to be having fun together. And if you can do those multiple things, you will see that your relationships will thrive. So the 4 secrets to successful relationships, I'll recap for you, was you got to wear the right clothes and shoes, meaning you got to come with the right attitudes and the right choices and not just living by feelings, because feelings are fickle. And then the second reason is you got to surround yourself with great relationships or marriages to see what you were striving and striding to be. And then the third was lay down any baggage that comes between you and your spouse or your friends. And then fourth was find the pace that leads to longevity. All in all, it's a season of love for a lot of us. It's a season of great times with great people, but it's also a season of heartache for some people that are in this space of singleness. And I just want to encourage you right now in this moment, if you are in a space of loneliness and you just feel like there's no one around or there's no one out there for you, I want to extend this encouragement that in this moment, don't waste this waiting. Better yourself. Become the best form that you can be, so when that right person does come along, you're going to be ready. Never waste your waiting. Preparation time is never wasted time. So in this time, if you're sad because you don't have a significant other, you're sad because you feel isolated from others, I want to encourage you to first get closer to God. Find that intimacy with Him. And 2, better yourself to be a better friend and a better husband or wife in the future. And open yourself up to to trying, going after, pursuing those things, because you'd be surprised what might be right under your nose and when you least expect it. Now, if you haven't already, I want to really encourage you to join the Better Than Best Academy. It's my Facebook group. It's a community of champions where we can just rally around each other as we just grow in every area of life. And if you're interested in that, if you want to be a part of that, then for sure see the link in the description or in the show notes below or wherever you may be listening or watching, and join and invite your friends if you have people that are like you that you want to also join that community, and together let's live better than best. And as always, I'm praying for you. I love you, friend. Now let's go live better than best as we conquer this week. And happy Valentine's Day. Go enjoy those that matter most or that special someone in your life.